महाप्रसादी हो गया.
So nobody is gonna listen. गुरु महाराज आप ही बोलिए ना.
हाँ, मैंने तो बोल दिया था. मैंने जब खाया मैंने बोल दिया.
आपके लिए लेके आए मैं प्रसाद. आपके लिए लेके प्रसाद.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. When you have to surrender, you have to raise your hand, give up all whatever you have, and go with empty-handed. Okay? कितना नजदीक ले आएगा, मैं सो जाऊंगा तो. So, all these trees, they are naked trees. So many people must have abused in their previous life, and their bodies. So they are given opportunity to become trees, like Manigriva and Navlakuver, right? And some of the trees in mountains of California, they are sequoia trees, and they are about 6,000 to 7,000 years old. It means they must be there by the time Krishna was present on this earth. Krishna appeared just 5,000 years back. And these trees are standing for a long time. But they did not witness Krishna's pastime, even though he was here. So actually, to make them humble, such living entities who abused their life, to make them humble, they are given the birth of trees. They don't have protection. And Krishna glorifies the trees in 10th canto. After playing with all the cowherd boys, and there was an interruption by one who was the Rakshas, what is his name, when he was coming in the form of a calf and mixed up with the cowherd boys. Not Dhenukasur. What? Balaram killed him.
Oh no. This. Dhenukasur?
No. Come on. I may forget at the age of 80, but you should not forget. Even though I remember it, sometimes it is difficult for me to bring it out on my tongue. Many disciples I know, and by their name, but now it is difficult to bring them out. Huh? Who?
Last week,
Pralambasur.
I know.
Oh, you know, I know too. I only forgot. That is another thing.
I remember.
Good. You have good brain. Oh, what are you eating anyway? To make your remembrance very sharp. So anyway, Pralambasur wanted to kill Balaram and disrupt the loving relationship between Krishna and his cowherd boys. Brahma is explaining that what kind of pious activities they might have accumulated, so they got the opportunity to interact with Krishna and childhood's pastimes. They must have accumulated Bahukrita Punja Punjaha. Punja means the heaps of Punya, Punya Punja. They must have accumulated heaps of pious activities result, so that's why they are getting opportunity to play. And that is the divine arrangement. And Krishna is reciprocating with his intimate friends, the cowherd boys, in their reciprocation. He's reciprocating. So many wonderful leelas of reciprocation is there. Everyone who participated in Krishna Leela, they had particular desire, and Krishna is simultaneously fulfilling the desires of everyone. In one, Leela, he will cover up many accomplishments. So that is the nature of divinity. So, these are Kali Yuga trees. Their productivity is also very less. They generate only pine oil. And some industries are using them to make paper, but nothing beyond that. Of course, here it grows very straight, so they may be using carry the cables of electricity, but they occupy big space. But actually, Krishna in Vrindavan, where every tree is wish-fulfilling tree, wish-fulfilling tree, kalpa-vrikshas, chintamani prakarashatmasu kalpa-vriksha, lakshavratesu, by millions, it is surrounding. Surabhi Ravipalayantam. Krishna is tending the cows. There are no cows here, because these trees and this atmosphere is not conducive. We may think this is a picnic spot for our enjoyment, but these living entities are not much fortunate. We might be making them fortunate by chanting Hare Krishna, and they must have received some kind of, spiritual awakening. But that's a long shot. One should be qualified to receive the mercy of the Lord. Unless and until they have done meritorious pious activities in their previous life, nobody gets an upliftment. So, by accidental performance of pious activity or by knowingly, they are all beneficial. They are all beneficial. And if you want the long-term benefits, not short-term benefits, then you have to select the activities and performance of the activities by the devotees only. Then that charity, that penances, and that sacrifices are said to be in the mode of goodness and it's benevolent to uplift them. Here we see is there mode of goodness prevailing? How much? People come to enjoy means it's passion, not mode of goodness. Okay? But chanting will transcend all the passionate nature. And understanding the natural way of conservation of the manifestations of Krishna's energy in the form of trees. That is a Krishna conscious activity. Since last 15 years or so, everybody is much more becoming aware for environment protection, conservation of the life system. And yet Prabhupada would say, how come they are not conserving the living entities who have birthright because they are born here, and such animals need protection, conservation. No, their brain stops working there. So however they may be applying different ways and means just to see the production of the trees, this will go to make paper. Even in the electronics, the use of paper is reduced significantly. But nonetheless, it will keep on going. People need right in front of them a written material rather than they have to look and find it out from the YouTube or any other sources. Go to Google, they say. But the word Google means only to keep repeating. It came from the googly, in cricket, googly ball. Googly means the crooked one, and you do not know where it will take you. So the person who plays cricket is baffled, and generally he is knocked out. The googly ball. The word Google means, it will take you anywhere, but just to your target, and you will get the answer. So this is called Google search. But it is not environment friendly. Electronics are not environment friendly. They emit so much what they call emissions, which are not healthy for the body. Carbon?
Or radiation.
No. The products of abuse is very detrimental. So even internets and everything, they are on the level of abuse. So that is very difficult to be controlled. As the nature of the king or the ruler or the top of the head of the state, whatever, it is their responsibility how to use in an environment-friendly way. So they give guidelines and everything is, but still, abuse is abuse and nobody will be able to prevent it. And the nature of resources, material resources, are coming out from ocean to the earth. Ratnakar is the name of the ocean, and Vasundhara is the nature of the earth. She is the source of so many attractive things. Gold, silver, everything. These are all attractive things, and they are precious things. So both ocean and earth, Krishna is glorifying. So to glorify the earth, Krishna, after killing the demon Pralambasur, he came, said, let's rest under the tree. Generally Balaram becomes his caretaker. And another cowherd boy would come and start massaging the feet of Lord Krishna to remove his fatigue. Right? All of a sudden, Krishna starts talking, addressing this his cowherd boys about the benevolence of the trees. Benevolence of the trees. The trees are forbidden to live for themselves. They are existing for somebody else. Paropkara phalanti vriksha. They even give fruits for somebody else. They can't eat their own fruits. You can go and chop the tree, take wood, make use of it in any way you like, and it does not protest. So everything about the tree is so benevolent, and yet we say it is a cursed living entity. Krishna glorifies the tree, that if man has adopted the nature of a tree to give shelter, to give protection, nourishment, everything to others. So, paropkaraya jivanti vriksha, paropkaraya vahanti nadya, paropkaraya, everything is for paropkar. The nature is given to us so we can subsist on the nature. We do not have to artificially subsist on anything, because that will be not occurring sinful activities. Otherwise, abuse of everything is dangerous because it is not recommended. So, the word Indriya Trupti, or what we call in Bhogeshwari Prasaktanam Taya Pratachesatam Vyavasayatmika Buddhi Samadhavana Vidiyate. The act of abuse is Bhog or Aishwarya. And Prasakta become maddened. Their Chetana will be stolen away. So, by understanding the nature, the actual preservation, Krishna is saying, there are so many other moves of preservation of our nature. But what we study from Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, 10th canto is one of the Leela of Krishna. Then he's glorifying the trees. So when we come to understand the opulence of the Absolute, opulence, these are manifestations of the opulence, even though it's a cursed body. But it constitutes to the opulence of water, natural resources, everything. They are said to be the opulence of the Lord. You are drinking water, Prabhu, right? So Krishna says, I am the taste in water. Would you remember him while drinking? Unless it is sweet, probably you will not remember. We understand, of course, it was offered to Krishna, and that's why. But raso aham apsu kaunteya. My dear Arjun, I am the taste in the water. Prabhasasi shuryoho. This is environmental protection, and Krishna manifested the energies into personalities. These are all energies of the Lord. You derive energy from the tree. So, after all, energy belongs to the energetic. And wherever we go out, we try to preserve the atmosphere. And when people go to Gangotri, they pollute a lot. Yamunotri, a lot of pollution is there. But because the government doesn't make any other thing to dispose the plastic and other things that are polluting agents, so then say, Indians generally make mess anywhere and everywhere. But they don't understand that even at the cost of little pollution, the higher principle was there to visit the origin of Yamuna, Yamunotri, the rishis, those who practiced so much austerity, their ashrams are there. And because naturally there are hot pools of water, they want to bathe and become fresh. In such a high altitude, Yamunotri, Gangotri. So that's a place of pilgrimage where the sadhus keep it purified. The presence of sadhus in the holy places, they are the one who purify even whoever goes there and takes a bath and makes the water dirty, pollute, leave kachara or whatever it is there. But a real purification, that was the question of Ganga when she descended. First of all, if I descend to the earth, my force is so tremendous that I will penetrate into Pataloka. So you will not get the benefit for what you are making the austerities for. Then King Bhagirath went to Brahmaji and speaks, my dear Lord Brahma, Ganga is telling this. She's right. We can hold her in the Svargaloka, but not in Mrityuloka. Then who can do the job? So he said, why don't you go and please Lord Shiva? He is known for helping all the genuine causes. So Bhagirath Raja went and pleased Lord Shiva. Shiva became agreeable. Then Ganga descended, and he kept her tied up within his jata, would not allow to come even. So she was suffocating. Then she prayed, Bhagirath prayed that purpose of making her descend is to liberate 60,000 sons of Sagar Maharaj, who were cursed and burnt by Janu Rishi, So please release her. So then it started flowing from Lord Shiva's jata. Even these are celestial beings and becoming sometimes proud of their prowess. Shiva can, because he is the controller of the false ego, can smash anybody's false ego. So in this way we see that Krishna's plan to preserve the life, there is an interrelationship between all the different species of life. Man can understand, but it is difficult to implement for him, because if he sees these are even natural products, that's for their own opulence. It is everybody's, nature, not a particular person's nature. So in this way we can see that in Krishna conscious society, natural balancing by conservation of both plants and animals is given. That is one of the reasons that you do not abuse the animals by killing them just to eat them. There are many misunderstandings, wrongly, interpolated, abused. Even literatures are abused. What is not abused in Kali Yuga? So we have to be appreciative in which how Krishna is dealing with the nature. These are all different energies of the Lord. They have manifested in their personification. Personification means how the body of a tree is living, and even sometimes they reciprocate. They understand what is going on. Only thing they cannot communicate. But they are living entities. So Krishna told them, okay, remain benevolent. That will give you your credibility in higher ups evolutions. Okay. So like that, in Bhagavad Gita, this subject matter is described in the nature of the three modes of material nature, 16th chapter Bhagavad Gita. And when Krishna descends, the nature becomes so much congenial to the divine's descent purpose that starting from the firmament which holds big nakshatras, the galaxies, they align in particular phalanx, and become conducive to create an atmosphere which is showing some transcendental effect. So, and in our Jyotish Shastra, the muhurtas and the periods of, mode of goodness, periods of mode of passion, periods of mode of ignorance, they have been vividly described. And this is all out of our direct perception, but it is around us, so we cannot neglect. We are supposed to take care of the responsibility for their preservation, and for the grahasthas it is recommended. Narad Muni recommends for grahasthas to look into the preservation of the nature. Yes, in Srimad Bhagavatam also it is said. So the idea is that man can mutually benefit by his surrounding. But we select only society, like-mindedness. But anyway, the social framework is less important than the natural obligations of taking everything that surrounds you, including other living entities. Trees are one of them, but even ants and roaches, cockroaches. In New York, 340 West, in 1975, we moved from Henry Street Temple to this Manhattan 13-story building. And Prabhupada came in 1976, and he was taken around. In the basement, there was the whole restaurant they made and delivery area. But besides that, some kitchen area is there where there are oil traps. Oil is collected because it floats. So underneath is water. So whatever the oil you can scoop out. But this will attract a lot of rats and roaches. So they asked the Prabhupada, how can we get rid of this? Prabhupada said, who? The roaches and rodents. And he said, if you invite them, then you can't mistreat them. You have to be gentleman, When you invite the guest, then why do you misbehave with them? So it's a big lesson. Suppose if you do not give invitation to them, means make sure that they do not come. That is the natural way, otherwise you will be implicated. We do not want to go in the root cause, rather we want an immediate application that will say, oh, we'll bring the chalk line that will prevent roaches to cross. We bring them a death trap called, what do you call it? Motel. Roach motel. Yeah. That was advertisement, right? And in my time, we were looking in the video, TVs, Roach motel. You can come in, but you cannot come out. Yeah. Roach motel. So all these things were completely, on an absurd mind that they do not respect the life system, and yet they are always getting in problem. If not roaches, something else. So the idea is that the conservation of the nature is the responsibility of a Krishna conscious person. You can develop a lot. Prabhupada said, yes, we should develop farm communities, but these are the main, target. Not to just simply become self-sufficient, but to take care of all other living entities inside it. Then one time Tamal Krishna Maharaj would guard Srila Prabhupada's quarters. So he would sit outside and Prabhupada takes little nap, and he would sleep in mosquito net, under the mosquito net. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj did not have mosquito net. So in Mayapur there are a lot of mosquitoes. And terrible mosquitoes. Yeah, even though they are tiny, but they bite a lot. So, Tamal Krishna Maharaj slapped one and it created a sound, and Prabhupada woke up. What is that? And Tamal Krishna has to say, Prabhupada, I murdered one mosquito. I murdered one mosquito. Oh, do you have to do that? That's not good. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj felt so bad, he says, wow. Then Prabhupada chuckled. Jivo jivasya jivanam. One life subsists on another life. He is coming to get food from you. You say, get out from here. You are not charitable, Prabhu. Did you tell mosquito while killing, this time I'm killing you, next time you kill me? Where is the reciprocation? Prabhupada was talking in a very humorous way, Of course, but sincere. The preservation of life is there. Prevent yourself and mosquito net, and you will not be troubled. With the electric, what you call, slaughterhouse, you are getting in your house, and blue light, and the mosquito goes and gets shock and noise even. Anyway, the idea is that somehow or another, if we are living in a surrounding, we have to respect the living entities of the surrounding. Why do you have to keep the garbage outside when the bears are going to come, raccoons are going to come? Don't keep it. You are inviting and then you see as a problem. That's not fair. So devotees become very concerned about preservation of the life. And they will also find ways and means how to become a contributor to the solution rather than the problem. After all, this is also a conscious conclusion one has to come to. So the idea is that we are not alone in this material world. But human life is said to be the best out of all different kinds of life. And chanting Hare Krishna in Kali Yuga is a very favorable wind. So use your body as the boat guided by navigator called Guru to go back home, back to Godhead. So, thank you very much. I hope you are hungry
That's almost sleepy.
I'm sleepy. Because
शुरू भी कर दिया
सो गया था।
इधर बाजू देखो।
बहुत भूख लगी है।
हैं?
सबको भूख लगी है गुरुमार।
सबको भूख लगी है। हम कहते हैं कि यदि भूख लगी है तो भूखने जाओ।
खाने के बाद
क्या गुजरात में कौन भूखे खबर?
गधा भूखे। गधा
हैं?
वेदव्यासप्रिय महाराज It was excellent. Very nice to understand.
मेरा जूता है जापानी पतलून हिंदुस्तानी એના જેવી દશા છે બધાની બહાર નીકળ્યા એટલે જરા છૂટ લઈને ફર્યા કેમ Sometimes we have to change the dress, wear a wig and go in disguise to other countries.
विद्यासागर बाबू
You said that it's good to do the deeds, the good deeds, the mode of goodness. But Bhagavad Gita also says that is also going to bring you down sometime. So
No, because there is the resultant reaction of mode of goodness is acquiring knowledge and sense of happiness. Physical sense of happiness. But both are binding. They are not liberating. So what good is mode of goodness? We do not belong here. We have to rise above. Even in atmosphere of mode of goodness is prevailing in the jungle. Staying in jungle itself is not going to help us. We can become surcharged with spiritual knowledge by meditation in mode of goodness atmosphere. So that is the part of process. Mode of goodness itself is not the process. It's still binding. So when we want to go back home, back to God, and liberate from this, Maya, body.
it's very difficult. Very difficult.
When are you retiring from your nursing business?
age of 75
He is the in charge right now.
Then you will go on getting Social Security.
I did
Eh?
already on it.
Oh, then why do you work?
I can't stand in one
No, because government wants your money, tax contributed.
Guru Maharaj, but until my kids get married.
You are missing the point. This is the age of cultivation of Krishna consciousness with a deep sense of responsibility. You are supposed to live in mode of goodness, but you are troubled by mode of passion and ignorance. It's a bad bargain.
Hare Krishna. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoy our video, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. If you want to be informed of our recent updates, please click the bell icon. Thank you.